Hi, Terry here. I had a few technical issues with the Facebook Live yesterday, so I'm going to re-record this. I was talking about how to make the most of your website. Also, just want to say thank you very much for those people who showed up. Okay, so I give two courses. One is called Website in an Hour, and one is called Website in a Week. And in those courses, I teach people how to make their own website, a beautiful, professional looking website in a very short amount of time. Um, so those people who come to my workshop before they come, I give them out a website questionnaire. And if they can come having thought about what they want with their website and a bit more prepared, they have a better chance of getting a website built that is going to work for them. So this website questionnaire can be used if you're coming on my course or if you're going to have a website built for you by somebody else. It's really just to get you to think about what you want on your website. I'm sorry, what you want on your website. And the more that you can get clear on that, the more it will give others or yourself information about how your website should look. So the latest generation of website building tools are really very advanced. They have come on a long ways in comparison to how we built websites in the past. So you don't need any design or coding skills, and there are many benefits to building a website yourself. This is especially beneficial if you are a small company, a startup, um, or a solopreneur. Apart from the financial benefits, there's also the fact that you can update your website yourself. You have more control, more customization, and you can really make it your own. So there's many benefits to building a website yourself. Okay, so one of the first things that you actually want to think about when you build a website is the goal of your website. So the goal is should tell the visitor, why should I spend time on your site? So you may want someone to give you a call, you may want them to buy something, you may want to sign them up on a newsletter, whatever it is, you need to think about the goal of your website. And I always like to think of it as part of your marketing toolkit. So I always caution people that if they're going to expect a website to do everything, it's not really, but a well-built website can do a lot for you. And the way you get that done is to put some thought into your website and a thought into what you want your website to do. The more that you can actually have a think about that, the better chance you're going to have in getting a website that you want. Okay, the one thing I talked about before is a mood board, and this is really important. A mood board really is a visual representation of your brand, so what you and your company are about. It's a mood board could be images, they could be words or thoughts or whatever, and you can have a real mood board, or you can do something online, or just jot something down on a sheet of paper. And the reason why this is important is because oftentimes when people are building a website, the things that they spend time on is not the logistics, because the logistics have actually become a lot very easy to do. But the thing that they spend time on is whether to use an image or the types of words to use on the text that they have on the website. But when you put together a mood board, it represents who you are and what you're about. So when you start thinking about whether you want to use an image or text or whatever it happens to be, you can start thinking about whether those images or those words are consistent with your brand, if they are consistent with your mood board. Would you put those things on your mood board? Because if you wouldn't, then they shouldn't go on your website. Okay, so for instance, my mood board might have something like professional, I hope I'm competent, helpful. I would also have probably small and medium sized businesses, because those are kind of the types of customers that I work with. And they would also have maybe modern images, because when I build websites, I like to build modern websites, so modern and relevant. So those are the kinds of things that would go on my mood board. Um, Okay, so then there's also a tagline, and that really describes who you are, what you do, and who it's for. So, who your product or service is for. So, it should make it really easy for the visitor to get what you do, who you are, and what you do. And so, the tagline really, when someone comes to your site, it really makes them get straight off whether they should be there or not, whether they're the right place. Okay, so in addition to that, you also want to be doing, sorry about this, you also want to be doing a little bit of research. This will help you when you're building your site. You want to look into your competition and maybe other sites that you like, or and that they don't have to be your competition, but really when you look into other sites, that has to do with giving yourself ideas of how you want your own website to look. And the reason why you want to look at your competition is because you want to see what they do right and what do you do right. Where are you stronger? What makes you different from them? What makes you stand out? Why do people want to do business with you as opposed to the competition? So you need to put a little bit of thought into that, because then you want to make sure that comes out in your website. Okay, the last bit of it is your sections. So there's some basic sections in the website. There's normally a title section and a contact us section, and there's also there could be a number of other sections. So you might have a background section, you might have a product or services section, you might have a blog or a news section. So you want to list those sections and really just kind of bullet what you're going to put in each of those sections. So those are the main parts of this questionnaire. If there's anything else, make sure to write it down. Make sure you get the website that you want. Make sure you get a website that works for you. And with a little bit of thought, you can have that website. So I hope this has been useful. If you have any questions, please get in touch and I will make this handout available in the comments as a handout. Okay. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.